faster than a Stena ferry turning. I'm back. Back. All right. Hello again, Nigel. Hello, Catherine. Just a heads up on other question for tonight from the Methodist Way of Life service. Not a Methodist service, the Methodist Way of Life under the heading of service. In what ways have you recently sought to serve your community and beyond? And what helped or hindered your service? Let us gather. No, we're going to listen to some music while we think. That's what we're doing. Calming music. The sound of the sea. Hi, Dave. Hello, Dave. So you'll get there, Catherine, I hope. Let us gather. We wait while it catches up with itself. I think putting 2 bits of music back to back might have over-egged the pudding slightly. So, hello, Yvonne. Hello, Sally. Hello, Eunice. Sorry for the fly that's buzzing around. As moon rises, the sun slips sight. Begins the ritual of this night. For those convinced their path is right. Gathered from north, south, east and west, yet called at another's behest, those treading the path that is left. From near and far come as you are to this place and embrace this space as darker hue embraces you.
Well, how you diddly doing, Hugh?
Of water, spirit, earth and fire, confessing the sins of empire, we come with our wounds and desire. Sensing that we are not alone, drawn to the flame that guides us home, for here you, me and yet to be. Importance and signs of these times, for the sake of all those maligned, is yet the home of the divine.
sent me an emoji of a poo. So actually, for Ari, that first bit could be hello poo, or when Ari says hello, it's hello poo. Yep, I'm glad we found the level for tonight. Excellent. I'm just going to bend down and pick it up off the floor. Oh, there we go. The level that was, just to be clear. Oh dear. How are we? How's our day been? Hello, Rita. Hello, Neil. It's just me. It's Thursday though, nearly Friday. Yay! So, you've got stuff you want to lay down. I'd like to lay down, feel a bit cream crackered. So we can do that together. As we say, the principalities and will to power, the worms from within my own darkest hour. I confess all the regress and the regrets, the burdens and the fears. Tears for fears, fears for tears. The lament and the tears. We lay them down. Hello, Brenda. So, no, that's good, Catherine. Less mad than yesterday. Good. Just in the interest of time, because I've got to be somewhere at 7:30 in a virtual sense. This is just a verse from 2 Samuel. We've been looking at that quite a bit. So do you remember the Ark of the Covenant, and they were told to only carry it by hand, and they didn't, and it all turned into a bit of a smiting fest. And then David put the Ark somewhere else and eventually brought it into the city. Excuse me. So continues this story in the verse for tonight. So David went to bring up the Ark of God from the house of Obed Edom to the city of David with rejoicing. The worship time was boisterous. A huge group of enthusiastic young people had gathered at the front of the church, close to the platform. They bopped around. They bopped around. Bopped. Seriously? I know I'm an embarrassing dad, but good grief. And the worship band was loud. Yes. Very loud. Yes, yes. As the song came to an end, everyone broke into spontaneous clapping, cheering, and even whistling. It was then that I saw her, with a face like thunder. No, she shouldn't look like all the members of Thunder, the band, all at the same time, because that'd be really clever if she could. But anyway, somebody with a face like thunder. She was heading towards the exit, her body language clear. This wasn't someone who was just leaving, she was stomping out. I followed her, wanting to help. Calling her name down the corridor, I asked if there was something wrong, knowing full well that there was. I won't participate in this charade, she said in an acid tone. This is just not reverent. Oh, yeah. I've had that said to me directly, doing this, by the way. Yeah. And with that, she left. From another minister, by the way. Yeah. Not in this circuit. Another superintendent, in fact. Won't say it to your face, though, will they? No. Well, at least she did in this story, anyway. And with that, she left. But as we considered a few days ago, what does it mean to be reverent? Reverence is usually associated with hushed voices, whispers. That's an ASMR whisper. Even silence. But when we revere somebody, we do what they ask. And when it comes to worship, God calls us to sing, shout, clap, dance, play heavy metal extremely loud with an amp that goes to 11, and be still and silent. Oh, okay. At times too. When we read that David brought up the ark with rejoicing, the words mean in a joyful procession with music and dancing. Responding to God calls for celebration and joy, as well as times of reflection and even lament. Sadly, all too often we believe our preferred worship style must therefore be God's preferred worship style, and then become critical when others respond to God differently. Oh, yes. So, a prayer. May our lives revere you, Lord, as we do what you call us to do. A life all of our life may be an act of worship. Amen. There we go. Sorry, I shouldn't have said what I said, but you know, it's if you've got something to say, be a Christian, say it to your face, someone's face, yeah. And as we've all experienced, being judged by others because we don't conform in whatever way to their sense of what is right and proper, what God must like. Well, I have no idea if God likes heavy metal, but I think that God enjoys me enjoying heavy metal because it makes my soul sing and helps me to be closer to God. So I think God rejoices in that. So I'm okay with that. And those who like silence and sort of twirly Celtic floaty music, wonderful, wonderful. Whatever it is that enables us to offer all of ourselves and all of our lives to God in worship. Thank you. Yeah, Catherine, you do. You're a very good Christian. Anyway, our question for tonight, before I'm late for this meeting. In what ways have you recently sought to serve your community and beyond? What helped or hindered your service? Any thoughts, comments, questions down below? Thank you. Yes, yeah, Tim. Jesus is not British. No. Brilliant. Dear. No. Apparently he wasn't white either. He didn't have blonde hair or blue eyes. Who'd have thunk it? Yeah. That's not my Jesus. His hair is too blonde. And other fantastic, children's books for Christian books for children. I suppose in our own ways, through our work, through whether it's neighbours, whether it's trying to offer worship and other aspects of what it is to be church, that's seeking to serve. I know one of the churches here is still, I think, working with the supermarket to take any leftover food and help her find a use for it, as well as delivering for people who still don't feel confident to come out. So that's good. But yeah, what has helped or hindered? I'm sorry I griped. I shouldn't have griped. Sorry, Lord. I should be more gracious. But actually, yeah, people just having a go at you and judging you and telling you that for whatever reason they don't think you're right, but not in a sort of, in my opinion, in a sort of pronouncement of universal truth. That's quite hindering, I find. So if I do it, please slap me around the face. Is there a slap emoji? You'll just have to throw a poo emoji at me, Harry. Yeah, just I suppose again, as we all try and get through this, how we might show grace to each other and help each other rather than even inadvertently being a hindrance to somebody. But maybe what I do is a hindrance to them. Oh dear. No, my fault. Whoops. Oh. Yeah, being new in the community. Yeah. I see Sally got the All We Can plugin for tonight. Nice one. Yep. We've got a rotor, Tim, in case you're wondering. Not a Tim that spins round a lot. That'd be awesome. A Tim Baker that spins round. Whoa, in a potato costume. But a rotor for who bigs up All We Can. Yeah, I sense at the moment that conversations that we're having with some people about things that as church community we could do to offer to serve the wider community. I suppose the first question is that actually what the community wants or needs is one question, but actually then just trying to come up with a risk assessment and a way of doing it. We can't do it 100% safe at these times. Nothing is at this time, but in a way that is as mitigating of risk as possible. And it just seems really, really hard, because there's so many steps and again, I think just the sense, it just could be me again, but people feeling quite tired at the minute with living with this. But we know we've got 6 months at least. So I guess in our service, what might help is how we can support each other for the next 6 months, and then we'll take stock of where we are. Is serving sometimes saying no? I wonder what Catherine Tully thinks to that. Catherine, is service sometimes saying no? Oh. All the plugs we can, by all the media we can, as often as we can. Ah, dear. Until there is justice on earth, people, as in heaven. Yes, that's how many plugs. That's cheered me up. Thank you. Dear me. So I wonder other things we want to pray about. Continuing to pray for Edna and Dee. Oh, there we are. Catherine's pronounced yes. No. Yes? What? Serving is sometimes saying no. Yes. Turn left, right? Put the kettle on. It won't fit. Yeah, so praying for Edna and for Dee. And for church councils that are coming up, a combination of face-to-face, not face-to-face, and those who feel they can't engage if it's not on, if it's online, those who feel they can't engage if it's face-to-face, and how we just try and hold each other together. Yeah. Oh, it's I'm sorry. It's just really tough. Yeah. Hello, Brad. Sorry, I think I've sounded like I'm on a write downer today. I'm sorry. But yeah, didn't necessarily think I was until I started this. Not that this is bringing me down. Oh. But yeah, I suppose when you just take that time to reflect and be honest with God and with each other, things come out, don't they? Which is good. So I hope you forgive me and I ask for your grace. Continuing absolutely to pray for E and G, for Neil, for Johannes and the Metal Bible, for Jeanette and Metal House One, for Tim and Matt and everybody at All We Can. And all those things that are on our hearts and that God knows, whether we've shared them out loud or by typing or not. God knows. God hears. Whoa, Matt Fugel, you legend. How are you? Yeah, fair point, mate. We could all do some grace at the moment. Yep. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that. Oh, it's somebody in the bath. That's right. I know who it is. It's not a random person in my bath. Don't worry. It's number 3 daughter, but it's just kind of just this sort of groaning and creaking coming from upstairs. I'm like, what's that? Has Thomas the cat put my Dr. Martens on again? No. She's sliding up and down in the bath. Just a minute. Yep, just making sure it's an all right sort of noise, not a I'm stuck, I can't get out, help noise. So let's offer these prayers and that we might give and receive grace with one another. To the one in whom all people and all creation have their being, may your kingdom come, your will be done as above, so below. Apologies again if you just saw that fly. Sustain us for this day. Thank you that it's almost done. Sustain us for this day. Show us grace as we seek to show grace to those we feel have wronged us. And forgive me for being rubbish at it. Save us from the worst that is within us and within this world. For the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever. Amen. Cheers, Leslie. What's that slide for then? I don't know. Well, I've got to be somewhere in 2 minutes. Thank you all, you lovely people, and awesome to hear from you, Matt. Ages since I've seen you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Just when, even if people don't comment every time, just that sense of who we are connecting with and how, and that's really encouraging. I hope in some way doing this as often as possible is in some way helpful, encouraging, whatever. That despite me, God might bless it and bless you. Achoo. So shall we send each other? May the peace of the all-parent be ours this night, and with all people and all creation in the time that is to come. Because it's coming. Yes. Oh, and may that energize us. May we see signs of it that just keep us going. Yes, because they're there if we look, and I need to look. That's where I'm at. So, yeah. Amen. And, cheers, Matt. And thank you, Nigel. And as we wind down, ease the tension in one's shoulders, rotate the neck, work up the arms, stretch them out. So now we are ready. Let us sway. I am late for my meeting, no. I must run like my bum is on fire. Where's the stop button? Where's the stop button? Make it stop. Make it stop. I can't get out. Oh, gosh. Oh, trapped. I'm trapped in Zoom. Help. Seriously. What? Make. No. Oh. Why is it stop? No. Stop. Where's the end meeting? Where is it? No. Now? Is it gone?